It feels rough.
It's,
It feels rough.
it feels rough because of the way we lost both games. So the first game against the Bears, even though the offense couldn't move the ball at some point, like even though and you can chalk it up to the weather, you can chalk it to whatever. The offense did get stagnant. We only put up 10 points. But it could have been enough had the defense not get like 9 penalties.
Yeah.
And so you're like, dang, we beat ourselves, right? And then in the second game, they find a way to gel. Jimmy, it's like riding a bike. We go out here, we do this, we do that, boom. And that they really wanted that one. And then they go on the road again to Denver, and they another 10 points. And it was just like, remember, John, at the game, I was like, man, they got the 5 points. I'm like, John, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think we
you
can
were
win
the
this
whole
game
time,
anymore
yeah.
because the offense is just not in sync.
And then that fumble that they almost got that you talked about Womack, that was the chance because the defense was gonna have to gift it to the offense,
There it
and
is.
Russell Wilson recovered it. Again, if we're diametrically opposing these quarterbacks, fumble, Jimmy doesn't get it, not that it's on him, but then there's a fumble, and not that it's on Russell Wilson, but he goes and he recovers the fumble. Like, it's just it always comes down to a few different things. Now, did Jimmy Garoppolo make Jeff Wilson Jr. fumble? No. So it's not
Well,
just on
well,
Jimmy. I'm not saying that. But like, here's the problem. If I criticize Jimmy, which I criticize Trey, I criticize everybody,
right.
that's what happens while you go through film. But as soon as I criticize somebody, I start getting these messages talking about how I'm so negative and like you're supposed to be, the positive guy. That I am a positive guy.
No,
But
you're a positive guy. You're
there's
definitely
60 plays.
right.
They're not all good. I
Well,
just told you there were 11 bad ones.
people have to learn how to
Yeah, you
uh
gotta take both.
receive constructive it's constructive criticism, right? It's like we're trying to figure out what happened from what we see from the context and what's going on.
Right.
You get the context once you start breaking down the film. There's no way you're getting context watching the game. And breaking down film and watching film isn't for everyone. So if you find a person that you like John Chapman, trust me, stick with him. You definitely want to be under his method because he has an intricate way of breaking down the film. There are a bunch of people out there, but if you find one you really like, stick with him, right? And
Speaking
so,
of staying under, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. How do I get that hat?
hey, so listen, you can go to www.residency.com. Use the promo code SF Breezy. Now, this hat doesn't come with the pin, that's for my man, but you can get the hat right there. And then they got the new hats out. They got the corduroy joints for the winter time. Listen, they got some good stuff right with that SF on it. So make sure you go to residency.com. Use the promo code SF Breezy and you can save on your purchase. Oh, also they got a 50% off sale going on right now.
I like it. Now, just to update from earlier, the poll that we put up on YouTube, who should start at center this week? 72% Brunskill, 28 Brindle. You can scroll up in the chat if you're watching live on YouTube and vote on this. I'm probably going to need to put that up on Twitter too, just to see how that goes. But yeah, go get that hat, man. You wear that SF hat, the residency one, you're going to get compliments everywhere you go.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.